So, hello and welcome back to another episode of Uesrennu. We have course playing with Artifice as Mai, and we're currently digging in an ancient city, and we're not really making use of many of our stuff. Like, it told me to prepare, but I guess I didn't prepare enough. Either way, we have something else here. No stone unturned. The slaver nobles, the Precursor elves who used to rule Tashend before the ruin, left countless ruins joined in the landscape of Tashend. While many of them have already been ransacked for artifacts and relics, or even dismantled for the Precursor steel and scrap, there remains a great many of them hidden below ground, out of sight, but not necessarily out of reach. We need more relics for our burgeoning experience with the Artificery, and if we have to dig up half of Tashend to find them, so be it. So, we are digging up half of Tashend. We are just basically do extensive excavations, which give us make us lose development, but we get Precursor relics everywhere, and we are gonna get a slight penalty. We also get a new ruler style. We get unrest increase, debilitation decrease, but we do get 50 artificer capacity. I don't want that at the moment. The way of the Warlords. Okay, what is this stuff here? Ooh. So basically, we have two ways to do this. We either we have a lot of vainglory, and a bunch of town halls and regimental camps, or we do not have a bunch of vainglory and more town halls and state houses. So if we do the first one, we get a special government reform, which gives us corporation cost reduction and governing capacity, and we do gain vainglory. If we do the second one, we get more governing capacity, but we lose vainglory. Now, vainglory is not necessarily something good, but I feel like it's gonna be something good later to have. So I think I want to do this. I mean, it's a difference of 10%, but we also get a core creation cost reduction, so I think this one is probably better. To the Warlords, might makes right. Victory makes glory, and autonomy always allows more victory. It is those beliefs, however, that caused so much trouble for empires past. There are two approaches to this problem. One follows the path of the Mudaleas, to sit up on a high chair and make oneself an aid, not a hindrance to the ambitions of your subordinates. The other is the path of the Gefirans, assert your power, remind your vassals that a restrained warlord can win more glory than a dead one. If we are to further the imperial power, you will need to pick that. Yeah, we're gonna take the first one, the Modular system. Just also because we can immediately do it. Okay, this is just this. Saber struck saber, and the crowd roared at every clash. It was more dance than a duel, as Tesharanti, Tagasanema, and Elvadatam Sharadan threw everything they had at each other. Both were masters of the saber, but while Elvadatam wielded twin blades whirlwind-like, Tesaratin's true power was the Technicolor's cape on his shoulder. Enchanted to high heaven and nearly imperious to attack. Tesharanti wielded half a buckler, half a matador's cloak, its defensive value only improving his aggression. Absolute offense versus perfect offensive defense. No wonder 100,000 Tashendi had turned out to watch. The Rodent Empress couldn't help but be enraptured herself, but she wasn't just taken in by the duel. The fight was a combination of decades of political feuding between the Kadisangama and the Sibisimra. The feud between Elvadatam and Tesharanti had begun to draw in other warlords, so Emperor Denariatam decided to bring it to its conclusion. Now in the heart of the Mavihanavaho, the core of the Nandaru Caste martial legacy, the two feuding warlords could finally fight it out. The crowd grew wilder as the fight progressed, as Elvadatam tied against Tesharanti's peerless defense. Even Hills I could see the Mudala's cousins on the other side of the box excitedly discussing the battle below. It was their family's ancestors who had inspired this. As the first Mudalai emperor had once said, it is not the emperor's duty to impede the glory of their subjects, and it is not their duty to stand by. It is their duty to channel, to uplift, to sit up on a high chair and make themselves violence protector, and vainglory sprite. The Tiger Sangama made a mistake, a small slip, a miss, and the exhausted Elvadatam pounced like the bandit he was. There was a tornado of steel, and in a heartbeat, Tesharanti was at his opponent's mercy. The crowd erupted even as the Emperor rose to proclaim the outcome. You really don't know what I am, right? I feel like no one really is sure what gender I am. I guess that's funny. We're gonna get rid of the meritocratic recruitment, and therefore we get this one. Which is funny, because that I think that helps me to deal with the adventurers as soon as we get rid of another modifier. Alright, a bunch of missions done. What else do we have? We need to get control of the trade over here, which feels like conquest. We don't have claims on you, sadly enough. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. We do need to build up some Precursor. Huh, we need to actually... We actually can do more than that. We do have a lot of Precursor, but how much is this really worth? We have a lot of Precursor relics, obviously. They need 12 development in the manufactory. And for each that I do, I get 25 of each monarch point. And some money. I don't think that's worth it. Anyway, we do not have this one yet. I'm still improving my relations with the Revan Society. This is still conquest. Okay. I think we're gonna get this vainglory done here. And of course we're still doing the expedition. Let me just quickly get rid of my Diplo points. So that they don't stand in the way of me continuing the game. But we did get another way of expanding. You are all in the right position, we just need 90 vainglory, which we're very close to. But I think we're gonna get a bunch more expedition events. Maybe, I'm not sure. Oh. We have some choices, friends. So, good. Mother of my blood, the Mudalaya king cried as he fell to his knees. Mother of my blood, we have found you again. The purpose of the chamber was clear. This was the tomb of Liandarha, Mudala, the once mythical founder of the Mudalaya dynasty, who descended from Tashend to smite the slaver nobles who had once ruled the city. In a way, it was also the tomb of the slaver nobles themselves. Dibblements of their eponymous rule, their gilded slave collars, as elegant and beautiful in form as they were brutal and domineering in their conception, had been stockpiled hidden away. A fortune of gold and damesteer. On closer inspection, most of the collars were deformed, battered or broken. Many of the pure damesteer crystals had been cracked, shattered. Why did I not def up the Precursor relic province? Whatever. Shattered, having surely once glowed a bright white, even 1,000 years later, they still glowed a warm blue, and having been radiating their magic away for thousands of years, exposed to the air. The glow was poison. To say that the expedition is divided on what to do with the tomb would probably be an overstatement. Most are united in their desire to hold the colors to the surface and scrap them for all they are worth, though some mages would prefer they are given some for study. There are some, however, who wish to honor what they believe is Liandar's wish and steal the tomb. Though it seems there are some side patches that suggest that none of our cargo goes deeper. No matter our choice, it is unlikely we will be able to continue. It is unlikely we will be able to continue on. So, understanding the deep folk, we give get legitimacy and prestige, and Naka Kreatvai gets unrest reduction and goods produced. We get a bunch of monarch points. We get 2,000 crowns. We get less for every point of damage that we took. I think that's 2 points of damage. We can loot the tomb. We will produce damesteer there, and the place will get a massive goods produced and a yearly and massive yearly. Okay, we can also sell them off after 10 years. We do get the same thing here. Or we give the mage some for study. Which gives me less of that. But Kamdamai gets precursor controlled colors, which gives us -2 unrest. That's pretty neat. I think we're gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna steal the tomb, fuck that. We're gonna probably do the this thingy here. I think we took 2 damage. That's this thing, but yeah, permanent modifier. Of course I'm doing that. Let's finish this up. So we have done this expedition. We just need a little bit more vainglory, then we're done with this. Now we need to also build up these precursor relics. I think we are gonna do that right away. I mean, it's not like it's expensive, really. You're also gonna get a manufactory. I mean, I'm not gonna use admin yet. Manufactory. And then technically we need just one more. I guess I could have picked a better place or something, but too late. So, that has done that mission. We just need to get control of the trades then. This one was just the thingy. This is conquest. Oh, and of course this one is... Wait, this is also conquest. Oh, this is conquest somewhere else. Yeah, we're just gonna finish up this conquest first, and then we're gonna move in these directions and this direction. The vein glory should nearly be done. I should probably... do I just let these guys... how much do I care really of this? With the wind ward and stuff. I could care a lot or not at all. Basically. Okay. I mean, we already have like forts everywhere here. Nearly everywhere. Why do you not have a fort? It feels like very silly to not have. Town hall, dry dock, cathedral, regimental camp. How the hell did you have all of these buildings? Okay, you know what? Let's leave you be. Let's continue on here. Real quick. I probably should... Oh, right, I should build universities. Okay, with the next load of money, I'm gonna build universities. Because of the Enlightenment happening. Actually, I already built the Enlightenment. Okay. Now, I wonder if it makes sense to run all the way over to the capital. To make them a bit sadder. Oh! Hello! Someone to kill! That makes my life easier. We should actually have a lot of reductions now. Oh, generals left. We of course are gonna get more generals, obviously. And we're gonna of course move them around when the time is right. But for now, we're just gonna go for a little bit of murder, die. There we go. The heart that feeds. We show the Kainai the reality of our own power, our own glory, but we cannot underestimate their own qualities. They may not be superior, but it is difficult indeed to say that they are not our near equal, and that naturally means we must begin to treat them not as hostile enemies, but valuable subjects. There's another option though. A voice that says that today they are our near equal, and tomorrow they may prove they are more than that. A voice that says not to take the risks, says to break them once and for all, and to seize the hidden riches beneath their precious cities for our own gain. But we wouldn't be so desperate to consume what we have so recently gained. Ruin future territories just to secure our power today and gain temporary riches, would we? So basically this is... I mean, this actually makes me question if I want this, to be honest. Nah, screw it. I've made a decision. Can we do it? Well, a slave passed the Wustardian a series of papers. She rolled them out on the desk, revealing a series of city plans. Here's the location of suppressed location. Here's the location of supposed location of the Sopendon cores in each of the Kaons. With a little investigating before the Kaon was agreed upon, just in case. Now that we know what they will look like, how you can scrap your way to finding? How you can scrap your way to finding them? Well, a Petaverse core is the only one that still eludes us. But we'll get there. Other than that, the only problem comes in clearing out the areas we need to excavate. Ivanil the First nodded as she stared at the papers on the meeting table. The moment she laid her eyes on the final figures from the excavation of the Kaon's Windward, her mind was set. The wealth they had dug up from the cities was simply astronomical. How could she resist the opportunity to replicate that success 6 times over? My Rodent Empress, the Nadiatim, looked up. Respectfully, I think you're asking the wrong questions. The Vestaran Matriarch put a Tikaon city plan to one side and unraveled the map of the Cleaved Sea. It isn't whether we've prepared to excavate, it's if you've prepared for what comes next. The Kaons will rise and revolt, and if I had to guess, so would all Kaon, everywhere. And the world would look on us like we'd be pariahs for a time, I'm sure. The Rodent Empress furrowed she brow. What the fuck does that mean? The Rodent Empress furrowed she brow. I didn't expect you to question my morality. Not your morality, the Vestaran pointed at Chaos on the map. Your troop deployments. The Sarantian Uyasama would do more good in Otikeon than in Chaos and the Rakulasans. Well, let's just say this is going to take a lot of bloodshed, and they've proved good at it. So, we will remove the Windward City from these places. We will loot them like no other. Yeah, they lose 15 development. They gain a bunch of devastation. They will all get the Ruined Kaon modifier. All of the Alicante capitals will also get the Disassembling Windward modifier, just like the Kaon. We will also produce Damesty there. Every neighbor province gains 2 manpower. We get uprisings of 23 everywhere, and in 30 years we get the completely assembled modifier. 15 owned Kaon provinces will rise up. We lose 90 Vainglory, we lose 1 stability, and we get a massive triple hit. Sure. Let's go. Here I go killing again. We don't have anyone here at the moment, right? But you guys have returned, so let's just get this done. Here. I'm just looking where we're gonna have an automatic desieging before I stop them. Let's loot them to smithereens. You guys stay here. I think you two can already come over here. One here, the other one here. You guys are gonna kill that. You guys are gonna kill that. And you guys are gonna kill that. So what we're basically doing with all of these places now is we've smothered them. Where is it? We have ruined them, and now we're excavating them. Yeah. I'm completely alright with that. Fantastic. This mission is also done. Let's unravel the rebellion stuff. The rebellions are a group dedicated to uncovering the secrets of Alan and beyond. And as their organization spreads through the tendrils of Karnos colonial networks, we begin to understand just how many secrets they have uncovered. Advanced knowledge of shadowy organization, extraplanar exploration, artificer knowledge that would put even the Vustad to shame. Already some of our warlords have been trying to gain the rebellion's trust and thus access to their secrets. But before we can officially sanction this, we must learn about this new group. Honest arts, dishonest actions. The Revan Church, perhaps one of the more interesting organizations to have sprung from the lands of Karno. They profess a belief in a single true god, though it may seem similar to the beliefs of the Sun Elves and Zodiel, a defining aspect of their faith makes it altogether different. Universalism. They see all gods and divine beings as either aspects of the divine or those imbued with its light, who they call saints. An initial conversation with the Revans have shown that they consider nearly all of our god heroes to be open to canonization, the process of confirming sainthood. We were able to control this process, we could have tighter grip on Tashendi religion than any has ever known. The gates of Divumhanu would be ours to control. They are also unravelers by nature, and the field of magic and experimental research is one they have spent considerable effort on finding. We were to either convert or accept the church into our lands, we may be able to gain access to this knowledge. There's one problem, of course, slavery. The rebellions do not favor the practice, but the glisten of gold can blind even the most zealous eyes, and the lure of Tashend may well be too tempting for the church to pass up despite any moral compunctions. So, we not solely the Tashendi religion with this foreign thing, which is probably what I will click. We get a bonus of 3% to missionary strength, that's not bad. We also remove all rebellion societies thingies, and there's a chance of uprising. We can allow them our resources. 10 of the provinces will convert, and this feels like it's gonna happen then anyway. Or we could just say we full convert. But we get a less run up. Fuck off. Rebellions. We don't even have rebellions with us. So we have this conquest here, and this conquest here. And then we need the trades. Okay, let's first of all fix this rebellion stuff. We are gonna remove a bunch of guys from this area. Technically I'm gonna remove all 3 of you. And then we're gonna leave the rest. You guys are already gonna move over here. So. We still don't have much. Here, let's quickly check how much we need for this conquest that we're doing here. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Okay, we do need a decent bit of conquest. We kind of need to wait for Neckliff to leave. I mean, the good thing is we can just stay in this war. This is like not a war where I say, okay, we need to quickly switch that. This is just like, okay, let's just wait until they're done. Oh, wait a second. This is Necklif. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, let me just quickly unravel that. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm gonna do much more than what I've just done. You guys quickly switch. Nope, you come back. You come here. Thank you. I will make landfall on these provinces and get as much war score as possible so I can take all of that at once. Hell yeah. So, we don't need to make any more armies. That is good. We are just gonna get more of these guys. You guys all move around and deal with this. How many dudes can I get at the moment? Just one more. Okay. Let's give you out one more leader. We're gonna slowly but surely make use of all of these guys. So. Oh yeah, you're already done. Fantastic. Just kill everything. Of course, there's a bunch of separatists that need to be ordered. Oh, not a general. You are too much. Bugger off. Technically, he's quite good, but I don't care. You are gonna run here, and then here. You are gonna de-siege that. You are gonna run here instead, and then here. I mean, it's not too difficult what we're doing here. It's not like this was a... Like, the fun thing is, we had worse rebellions. We clearly had worse rebellions than that. We're also gonna probably send all of these armies over then. And the good thing is we don't need to recruit armies for a while. Okay, all of this is gonna free itself. Demands of the Etilbar people. While our country lacks a national parliament, local assemblies exist since ancient times in many of our provinces. These have little influence outside of their own provinces, but they will sometimes approach the state, and their existence allows for more efficient taxation of the provinces. Lately, trouble has been brewing in Tiaberana, where a number of such provincial assemblies have recently begun to demand representation at the national level. They feel that they are poorly represented by the central government, and that central parliaments where parliament where they could offer their opinions to the ruler would be the only way to elevate this. We will think about it. Sure. We'll think about it. So, I don't need all of these armies here. All of you come around and position yourselves. So, we are gonna get you guys everywhere. Okay, so you guys are over here. You guys are gonna start sieging Asraport, I would say. We're gonna get the boats also gone. We do have a lot of boats, technically, so we can do a lot here. We can easily dominate this area, just tell them off. There is 2 armies. Lovely. Oh, this is Vanbury Guild. Okay, I'll allow it. Like I said, we do want to as much war score as possible now. You guys are both standing on the same place. Cool. Man, I'm good at this game. I'm gonna also open up the Artifice with stuff when I'm finally done. Self-cleaning parchment, sure. We currently have a bit more, I assume, because we've got all of these Precursor relics. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing much. Magic missile. Reform progress. I mean, I guess I don't really need that. I have a lot of reform progress already. There's nobody here. Who are you attacking? I guess someone. Alright, let's quickly fix this stuff. Yeah, just kill all of them. I mean, if they want to amass here. You're the one who was supposed to do all of this, right? You are. Good. Been there, done that. Good stuff. Let's just let these guys do the rest of the siege. And then we're gonna move over to this, and then we're gonna go to Aspraport proper. This is also Necklif. I guess we might as well occupy that. Otherwise I don't think there's... Okay, there's another one here. This is lots of stuff here. I am also willing to do this now. We are getting a lot of vainglory. Oh, talking about that. Scott. I will remember. Occasionally. So. We have 5,000, and like I said, I do want to, let's just click this. I'm lazy. It surely will be in a good place. We're probably gonna focus on the universities quite a lot now. Oh. Tell these guys off, thank you. Okay, there is an army. Still. I want that army dead. You guys come over here to be able to do this. Probably should also give these guys, are you done? Is that all done? Looks like it. I should give you guys also some transport ships. Prestige per development, yes. I mean, I feel like it's also just, it just fits narratively that we just get rid of the, like, we don't allow the rebellions. I mean, we are slavers. We're not gonna do some nonsense, oh, let's do a little bit less slavery. No, I feel like that really just fits the narrative that we're going for. Because, of course, we could have, I feel like we could have kind of made the decision to be less slavery, but as Uesrennu, we were like full slavery. Like, the most slaveriest of slavers. There we go, you're all set. I mean, I guess I could just quickly check. I mean, all of this down here costs that. How much does this cost? This is dirt cheap, but I want all of it. I think we can get enough war score to do all of this. 82, that's doable. We just need to get to the capital. We're not gonna do this yet. Although, we could do 86. Of course, it is splitting this area quite a bit, but we're gonna own all of this. Even if the game doesn't want me to, I will own all of this. We're not doing that. You guys are gonna make landfall here. Yippee! So where are you going? Oh. I see. I'm also gonna position you here, so that we can also move you over when necessary. Oh, what do we have here? Someone is locked in. Where are you landing? Obstruction bay. Where the hell is that? Am I crazy? Poor man's paradise? Valley Pass, Green Landing. Oh, all the way over there. Yeah, sure. Someone to murder. We're gonna quickly occupy all of this. Kill all of these guys. Vainglory is just gonna rise while we slaughter more of these guys. I think our armies are quite strong, probably. Oh, Song Servants. We still have that going on, of course. I mean, the more we own of this area, the better we can do that then. Oh, God damn it, these guys are gonna run away. Okay, is this a fight that I can win? I feel like I can. I mean, they were quite scared of me last time. Oh, there's some rebellions popping up, but yeah, we did win the fight. Oh, god damn it. Really? I need to wait for these guys to carry over. Well, so be it. That's what I'm doing here. 55. Oh, we can take something ahead of time. I assume the military one. Yep, let's just take it. So that it's done. Here we have new horses, the dragoons. And I think better infantry. We have the vanguard or the Kalavendi gun brigades. I think we're gonna still stay defensive. Feels reasonable. Kill these guys. So these guys are gone. Cool. We're just gonna stay. Oh no, they're there. They're just sitting there and waiting. Cool. Let's wait until they're locked in. Goblins. I mean, I don't mind goblins around either. You guys repair yourself real quick, just to make sure that we don't mess up accidentally. There we go. We can solve this. Of course, it's gonna cost me a lot of manpower because I don't have much going on. Oh, I wanted you to. Okay, so repair, you guys. Repair now. These guys are also dead. We had 60%. We are not far away. I think I should probably go to Astraport and occupy the capital instead of doing this stuff here. That probably is worth more war score. And poor Necklif has to suffer from it. Because they just happen to be around. I like that concept. A lot. So. There is Astraport capital. Are we on the right side? Nope, we're not. Let's go over here. What's this? Aha! We don't have the double effect yet, but soon. Oh no, the goblin migrants. Yeah, the conversions happens nicely. Yeah, they're gonna of course de-siege that, but I think this might already be it, maybe? Yes it is, fantastic. Thank you. That is a lot of conquest. We need to get armies into position around here. You come over here, lovely. So, we now need artificer capacity. So I sadly enough have to remove some stuff here. Sure, you can be out. You can be out. And you can be out. Strategic herbicide. The jungle to the north has always been an impenetrable wall, but the world has changed. War has changed. We are no longer the frightened children skirting the edge of the jungle, stealing wood and hunting the dregs that crawl out of the tree line. With the secrets of Artifice opening themselves to us, the possibility of launching an organized camping of colonization against the FLI has become tantalizingly real. First, however, we must decide exactly how many of these new weapons we wish to deploy against the jungle. Gearing up. The singing jungle to our north has been known by many names, but over the years its canary named FLI has become its most prominent, the moniker of Nightmare. But FLI wood can burn as well as any other, and if we are to push north and claim the entirety of southern Allentir for ourselves, then we must set many fires indeed. But it is easier said than done. The northern jungle has many resources at its disposal, with monstrous fauna and vine slave seed trolls proving themselves more than a match for our regular soldiers. And to make matters worse, the FLI has made a nasty habit of turning our dead into their puppets. We have a solution to our plight though, artificery. Our innovation knows no bound, and with our tinkerers and engineers crafting every manner of war machine, so too will our capacity for destruction. The only question is to what extent shall we unleash this new technology? What is more glorious truly, to let loose the very fires of Karamanu and the storms of Uyavanatru on a nightmares beyond comprehension, or perhaps so take it on by your own flesh and blood? We can take it on our own. Well, I don't need that. This is useless. I don't need a colonist. All of this gives colonists, huh? Oh no, this doesn't. Oh, okay. So this one gives us monthly diplo power. Conorian countries will not join wars of colonial subjects who have their capital. Oh, that is amazing. How long does this last? 25 years. Oh, I need to do a lot of war then. Artificery unleashed. This costs me 5. Conorian countries will not join the wars of colonial subjects who have the FLI subcontinent while the motto is active. Provinces owned by Conorians or the colonial subjects will not be considered for bloom and bust, but still be annexed by the singing jungle later on. We lose 40 artificer capacity. Provinces owned by Conorians or their colonial subjects will not be considered for bloom and bust, but will still be annexed by the singing jungle later on. I don't know. This seems cool. Make it boom. Alright. We have, once again, 2 options here. The nobility and the mages need to be loyal. We need a bunch of mage towers. Or the rebellion state needs a good opinion of me. And the largest rebellion country also needs one. Which I think is... I don't know. Who's the largest rebellion country? Do you tell me? Is it... Oh, there we go. They need at least 100 opinion of me, both of them. So this doesn't say that I get a different thingy when I do it otherwise. And I feel like getting the mage's nobility loyal to 75 is harsh. So... Proof relation. And proof relation. Just get these opinions back up again. Easy as that. So, We do need to... Oh, we're actually nearly done with the coring, but we do now have claims everywhere, so... I feel like murder is gonna be very much happening, guys. We have plenty of breathing room as well. We are gonna slaughter these guys. I mean, this is Abbot Hill itself, which is funny. Which is also... cool, good for you. Fuck you. Let's quickly start our conquest, shall we? Hey, why do I not have a claim on you? Give me the claim. Huh? Did not get a claim on you. Why not? I can, funnily enough, claim you, but... Huh? It costs me... I can just gain a core on this province. Alright. I'm not sure if that is intentional, but... Like, sadly enough, I don't see enough of it to make it easy. Okay, can I do the same? I can not do the same thing here, right? No. If a truce? Oh, you're right, I did that. So it does tell me that these guys would join, but I think that's a lie. Shipping thickets. Oh, I do need to wait. Right. We also need to do this one real quick. So let's not forget it. Oh wait, we need to wait for you guys to boat over. Should not take too long. There we go. Someone has died. Manpower, reinforced speed. I mean, I guess manpower would have also been nice, but little too late. Good. You guys do that? Well, it's time that we basically just jump and punch, huh? So it's still only just conquest that we're doing here. That's good to know. You guys come around here. You guys also come around here. We're probably gonna also have to deal with a lot of rebels. This is still under siege. But I want to do as much as possible here. So this Bloom and Bust. We have Slash and Burn here. Slash and Burn. We cannot do any more here at the moment, but I feel like we're gonna get just more Slash and Burnt in no time. Okay, we burn everything to the ground. I mean, there's no other question about that. We do need to improve some opinion later on. Wait. What is it? What did this exactly say? At least 100. So we do need to throw money at them later on. Okay. What was this actually? 20 provinces in the Leech Dens in Sorun are mine. Okay. We get a war for the sieging jungle. I assume this Artifice re-unleashed is gonna get removed, and we do need to build mage towers in these places. Okay, that's interesting. Let's already do that before I forget it. We are building a lot of mage towers. I need just one more. Oh, and a university. Wait, we already have places that have all of that? That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna deal with this then when we're done with the coring. So, bountiful harvest. Thank you very much. I can make use of it. Oh, we should end the episode here. Alright, so like always, like shenanigans. I guess you guys next episode. Bye!